First, connect to your server via SSH, enter your password, and then as suggested here, run an update with apt update. And then the first thing we're going to do is to update our firewall rules, because now by default the server accepts any connections to any port, and we want to change that to deny any connections to every port. So do ufw default deny incoming. And to not log out our cell in this SSH connection here, we need to allow SSH, and we do that by allowing port 22. And now we want to enable the firewall with ufw enable. Accept with Y, then enter. And now we need to install Java. We're going to use Java 21 for this, and the command is apt install openjdk-21-jre-headless. It's not very good habit to work on the root user, so we're going to create a new user for our server, and we're going to call it Minercraft. Then choose a password, repeat the password, and you can skip through all of these settings. Yes, the information is correct. And now we're going to switch to the new user with su and then the name. Type cd to go into our home directory, and now we want to download PaperMC. So go to your browser, search for PaperMC download. Right-click, copy link address, and then create a new directory with mkdir. I'm going to call it Minecraft server. Go into that directory with cd and then the name of the directory. And inside here, we're going to download the paper jar. So wget, then -o to define the name of the file, in our case server.jar, and then the link. And when you run ls, you can see that we have the file right here. And the next step is to create the start script. And we're going to use a helper website for that, which is called flags.sh. Make sure this is the same name as the paper jar. Select the memory you want. I'm going to choose 8 GB. And then choose your operating system. I'm on Linux, so I'm going to copy that code. Now create a new file with nano, so nano start.sh. And paste the code. Then save with Ctrl X, Y, enter. And now we have two files here. First the server jar and the start script. Now we need to give the start script permission to execute with chmod +x start.sh, enter, and now you can see the start.sh has turned green, and this means that the file can now be executed. So let's do it. /start.sh. The server stopped again because, as you can see, we need to accept the EULA, so nano EULA.txt, make sure to read this, and then if you accept, change false to true, and save again with Ctrl X, Y, enter. Now restart the server, and now we should be able to join the server. Add a new server, and here enter the IP of your server. And as you can see, we can't connect, and this is because in the first step we set the firewall to deny all connections by default. So back in the terminal, stop the server with the stop command, and then type exit to go back to your root user. Type ufw status, and as you can see, at the moment only port 22 for our SSH connection is allowed. So since Minecraft servers run on port 25565 by default, we need to add it to our allowed ports. So ufw allow 25565. Then do ufw status again, and as you can see, this port is allowed now too. So back into your Minecraft user, go into the Minecraft server directory, and start your server again. And now you can see that connections are allowed to our server. So let's join it. But now we have a problem in our server because our paper server is blocking everything else here. We only see the console and can't get out of it. And we can solve this with a program called screen. So stop the server again, switch to your root user by exiting, and then let's install screen. So apt install screen, go back to your Minecraft user, into the server directory. Screen basically allows to have multiple terminals running on your server. And we're going to use that to run our paper server in a different terminal. So we can use the main terminal to do different kinds of tasks. And for that we're going to edit the start script. So nano start.sh. And before the Java command, add screen-S. This starts a new screen, and then you can give it a name. For example, PaperMC server. Save it with Ctrl X, Y, and enter. And then execute the start script again. And now we can switch back to your main terminal by holding Ctrl A and then pressing D. And now, as you can see, you are back to your original terminal. You can see all the running screens with screen-ls. At the moment we only have one paper server, and you can switch to a screen with screen-r and then the name of the screen. And in the next episode we will install a proxy server, such as Velocity or Bungee Cord, to have multiple servers in our network.